NC Piedmont Outdoors presents Canteen Cup Cooking Spanish Chicken and Rice. Brought to you by Slammer Series Turkey Calls, made by a hunter for hunters. Get your turkey call today by visiting www.slammerseries.com. Also, Aqua Leisure Services LLC, servicing Rehoboth Beach, Delaware and surrounding areas, servicing all your pool and spa needs. And also Sign Scientists, providing a broad range of services including wall murals, vehicle wraps, design, print, and marketing services. Regardless of your business requirements, their experts are up to the task. Visit www.signscientist.com or call 919-685-7641.
Hey everybody, it's Joe from NC Piedmont Outdoors, again at my hunting property, and I'm going to make myself a little lunch today. It's it's December 9th today on the calendar. It's about a week or so after Thanksgiving. I do want to say thanks for all the people who watched my Thanksgiving Canteen Cup Cook. I appreciate it. It's up to about 119 views or something like that, so I appreciate all the people checking it out. Again, week after Thanksgiving, decided to do a different kind of recipe today. In fact, my best friend, who's been my best friend since high school, recommended I do some kind of Spanish chicken. So that's what I'm going to make today. I'm going to make a little Spanish chicken with some yellow rice. So what do I have? I have my Crisco oil, my wood spoon. I've got my can of Walmart chunk chicken breast with rib meat. I've got my Pathfinder canteen filled with water. I've got my Pathfinder canteen cup, and I've got my standard GI stainless steel cup set. And of course I got the lids to go with it. My spices today for this Spanish chicken is basically some cumin, some garlic powder, and I got some crushed red pepper. The recipe called for cayenne, but I didn't have any in my spice cabinet, so I just used a little bit of that. I used about 1/8 of a teaspoon, just because of the size of the amount of chicken and the rice and stuff. So I figure that'll be good. And then, of course, a little onion to go with it. So let me go ahead. Oh, and almost forgot. Of course, this Vigo saffron yellow rice. This is the authentic Spanish rice. It's completely seasoned already. Got it at the dollar store for $1, while things are still $1 at the dollar store. So little salt and pepper to add as well. So let me go ahead and get my Coleman stove lit over here. As you can see, this is my dual fuel Coleman 424 stove. This is the one I've been using for quite a while now. There actually is a statewide burn ban in North Carolina because we haven't had a lot of rain. And we had some forest fires going on, so no campfires, so won't be doing anything like that anytime soon. So I'll just keep using my stove here for a while. So let me go ahead and get the stove. Alright, I got the stove lit, I got both burners on, and it's nice and hot, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some oil here into, this is my Pathfinder canteen, so I'm going to put a little oil in there, and I'm going to get that on here and start letting that heat up. I don't want it too high, but I'm going to let that heat up. Then I'm going to open up my chicken. I'm going to open up the top can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain out the water, but I'm going to keep it this time. And I'm basically going to keep it in this canteen because in my standard canteen is where I'm going to make the rice. So I'll drain that out. Get all that flavor because I'll use that for making the rice, as I said. So I'm going to go ahead and open this chicken can. I'm going to take a little bit of the salt and pepper packet, get that ready, and I've got my spices and my onion, so I bet that's hot enough. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Pop out this little bit of onion. Okay. Then I'm going to add the chicken. I don't want to lose any, so I'll put that right in here. Hope y'all can see that chicken falling in there. Get out as much as I can because this is going to be my lunch for today, and then I'm going to go sit in the stand for a while. Alright, so that'll get rid of that. I just want that to start. Want that to start sizzling a little bit, and then turn up the heat a little bit. In my other canteen, now that I do have that a little bit of chicken water. I'm going to take half of this bag. So this is, it says to bring 2 1/4 cups to a boil, but I'm only use half, so I'm going to use about a cup. I got about a cup right there. It's about a cup of water, including the water from the chicken can. So put that back down. I'm going to open up, put this right there. Now I've had a little trouble recently with my fly handles on my Canteen here. I don't know if I bent this a little bit too much and now they don't want to stick and lock together, so it's a little bit of an unfortunate happenstance there. So I don't know, I think I really just pushed it too hard and didn't lock it the right way or something, so now they kind of got a little bit loose. But I love this Canteen, so I don't want to get rid of it. So I had a lot of good memories and good videos with it, so I'm just going to stick with it, and maybe I'll think of a way to just rig something to get that to close, but that's okay. So let's let this chicken and onion heat up a little bit more. Turn this up. It's cold today. It's about 39 degrees, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on my water here and get that heated up. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and open the rice. All right. Now I'm going to try to do about half. And that's okay if it's a little bit beyond half. Well, I guess maybe a little bit more. You can see, I'll tip this and I can show you all the spices that come with this packet of rice. Put that down here. Let me see. I'll bring this over and see if you can see that. I mean, just take a look at all those spices kind of just floating on top there from that rice, and that looks awesome. So I'm gonna put that on heat to get that boiling. All right, so I've got my rice cooking here. I'm going to turn this up a little bit on this side, this burner. Put my lid on that and let that start to boil. The chicken and onion are simmering here. I can hear it. I hope you can hear it too. Starting to sizzle. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and add the spices. As I said, this is 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, crushed red pepper, and cumin. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that into this chicken. Because remember, the rice is already flavored, so I don't want to over flavor it, but I still want to make sure that the chicken has something attached to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of black pepper. This is again standard Chick-fil-A type pepper, and just a touch of salt. I'm just going to do a little bit of salt. All right, that's good. I'll make sure we get all this in the garbage and pack in, pack it out, right? So make sure that gets cleaned up. So right now I'm just going to stir this and let that cook. Now the chicken, since it's already cooked, I'm just kind of sauteing, like I said, the onions and the spices together. It's the rice that's going to take the longest. So what I'll probably end up doing, since this burner on this side is a little bit hotter, I'm actually going to switch. I'm going to move this over here, and then I'm going to move this over here, and we'll let this this rice cook over here. It's a little bit hotter burning burner, so let that boil. So should take about 20-25 minutes, or obviously until the rice is soft, right? So just keep this warm and stirred. Those spices. All right. Get that on there. Okay. So let me go ahead and we'll let this cook, and then I'll bring you back when the rice is kind of boiling away. Alright, so the chicken itself is done, so I've got it kind of cooked, and it's hot, it's steaming right there. So I've turned that burner off. I'll just keep the lid on it to keep it warm. And as for my rice, it's frothing up pretty good. You can see the steam. So I'm just going to keep that lid on and let that boil up, and then we'll cook that. And then once that's done, I'm going to combine the two, and I'm going to eat. So I'll bring you back when the rice is kind of boiling and done, and we'll combine the product and show you what it looks like. So. Also another tip, so I've been having issues with this Pathfinder Canteen cup, and I couldn't figure out, how to do it. because I kept sliding. I don't know if you can see this clip right here, this metal clip that goes in the back here to hold it. You know, I just kept putting both of these tabs on this side over here. So I used to keep this tab over here on this side, and you know, obviously it's loose. So when anytime you had water or something heavy in the canteen, it would always kind of work its way up and try to spill over. In fact, some of my recordings that you didn't see were some bloopers where I had some food in the machine, and or some food in the canteen, and you know, I lifted it up and it kind of fell over a little bit and had to catch it, right? So, you know, I was watching this other guy's video and he saw how he just put one tab in and then one tab out and kind of locked it up. And once I did that, boy, it's tight. It's not going anywhere. So that was a real, you know, kind of eye-opener thing that I could have done to make sure this handle stays tight, because I don't want it loose. I don't want this falling over. I don't want to spill, you know, what I'm cooking. So, so just a quick tip: if you have this style canteen with this kind of handle, just put one tab on that side of the hook there, and then put the other tab outside and kind of wedge it in there and push it down tight, and then it seems to hold that handle pretty tight. So maybe that's the way you should have been doing it all along. I just don't know any better. But so for me, that was something new. All right, I'm gonna take this lid off. You can see, oh, that rice is boiling good. I'm gonna turn down the heat a little bit. We're just gonna let that boil. I'll take the lid off. Give it a stir. All right, I'm scraping off the bottom. I can feel the rice on the bottom of the canteen cup, so I want to loosen all that rice up, get moisture, get that water down there, so that all the rice gets cooked properly. So I'm just gonna let this boil. It said in the package for about 20-25 minutes. So I figure as the rice absorbs the liquid, it'll start to thicken up, and that's kind of what I want to have with my chicken. But if it's a little bit liquidy, that's okay too, because it is a cold day, and who doesn't mind some nice warm liquid with their chicken and rice. So it's okay. See, it's starting to thicken up. So while I'm waiting for the rice to finish up here, it's still simmering. I added a little bit more moisture in there. Rice did a little test, and the rice was still a little bit hard, so I wanted to add a little bit of moisture. But you know, while this is cooking, I figure, you know, if you watch my videos before, you see in my intro, I usually have 3 different companies that I kind of talk about. So first is Slammer Series turkey calls. So Daryl Madden is a local pro for Bass Pro and Cabela's. He lives in Wilmington, North Carolina. I've met him over the years when he did seminars at Bass Pro and Cabela's, and he approached me about joining his pro staff for Slammer Series turkey calls. And you know, I have a full-time job, and you know, I'm not a very good salesman, so. But he asked me to be a part of it and to help him if I could. And then, you know what? It's something fun for me. So I said, sure. I said, I'm going to start this YouTube channel where I'm doing outdoor stuff, canteen cup cooking, hunting, that kind of thing. I said, you know, send me some pictures of, you know, Slammer Series stuff that you have, and I'll kind of post it on there, and we'll see if we can generate any buzz. So, you know, he's not a paid sponsor. I don't get anything from him. He added me to the pro staff. He's going to have a new website out pretty soon. And he makes quality calls. You know, he's a hunter. He's got multiple slams. So check out his website, you know, slammerseries.com, if you're looking for a good quality turkey call that's made by a hunter for hunters. So check it out if you like. But again, I don't get anything from him. I didn't ask for anything from him, right? He's just a friend of mine. I'm trying to help him out. The other 2 businesses that I show are Aqua Leisure Services. This is my buddy from college. He owns, you know, a pool and spa cleaning service in the Rehoboth Beach, Delaware area. So if you live in Delaware and you're watching it and you need your pool or hot tub taken care of, you know, give him a call. He's a good guy, hard worker, and he's been doing it for a long time there in Delaware. And then finally, Assigned Scientist. So this is my next door neighbor. You know, I asked him to, hey, you know, if I could promote your business on my YouTube channel, just to see if somebody watches it and then maybe goes and selects your business for some signs or vehicle wraps or marketing services, whatever, you know, they kind of need. It'd be kind of cool just to be able to say, hey, somebody saw a video and then went to you. So, but again, you know, not a paid sponsor, just doing it for fun, and see if anybody can generate some buzz for their businesses and help them out. So if you do, if you have gone and bought stuff from Slammer Series, or you reached out to Aqua Leisure, or you need a sign, or you've reached out, you know, hey, don't forget to mention to those folks that you saw it on my video. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Certainly I'd appreciate it. I think it'd be cool if that actually happened. But yeah, keep watching. And again, you know, I appreciate everybody on the channel who's watching, who's liking, who's giving comments. You know, if you like what you see, please subscribe. You know, I really trying to just grow this kind of organically, so I certainly appreciate it. All right, I'm going to give this rice a little bit of stir right now, and then I'll be back with you. All right, I've just given this rice a stir, and it's done. Just take a look at that. Beautiful, beautiful yellow Spanish rice, pretty seasoned. I did a little sample. It's delicious. So I'm just going to move this over here, put my chicken on again just to give it a little bit more heat. I mean, I had the lid on, but like I said, it's pretty cold out here today, so I just want to try to just warm it just a little bit. Lid on, and I'm going to stir this rice. I'm going to add the chicken right into this rice, and I'm going to eat it. Now, with this Canteen cup, if you've done Canteen cooks, you know that with this kind of heat, the way I have it, it does get a little bit burnt on the bottom sometimes, and that's okay. That's just part of it, I think. So I just go ahead and you know, don't worry about that. I just concentrate on the part that is good, that's on top. But like I said, it's done. The rice is soft, the rice is cooked, so this is going to be a really good meal for me right before I jump in the stand. It's about 1 o'clock now, so I'm going to get this chicken in there, and I'll kind of show that to you right now. So I'm going to just take this lid off. Oh yeah, I hear it sizzling. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this Canteen. I'm going to turn off my stove, get my spoon, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get this chicken that I seasoned. Oh, perfect. Put this in here. Put this to the side. Put this, and I'm going to mix this all together and kind of show you what it looks like. There, I want to get as much of this as I can. So, all right, so that's kind of what the final product looks like. You know, it's just that chicken with that yellow rice, and it's all seasoned. So the rice is seasoned, the chicken seasoned. This is going to be a great meal. So, well, I'm going to eat before I go to my hunting stand. So appreciate y'all watching. If you have any comments, please go ahead and provide them. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. And if you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd like to thank my buddy, from my best friend from high school, my best friends for over 30 years by now, I think. Mark, thanks for the suggestion to make Spanish chicken and rice here. So maybe I hope when we get to go camping maybe later this year or next spring like we planned, then you know, we can make that together and we can share a meal like this. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll have another video for you soon. Take care.